Hey, what's going on, guys? Flickify here, back again with another episode of my Kaiserslautern career mode. Today we've got episode number 11, and today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, but that's just because our first match is not full of highlights, our second match really is a good one, and our third match is pretty decent as well. So a little bit shorter than usual, hope you guys can understand, but if you do enjoy the episode today, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video. It helps me out so much, and it shows me that you guys are enjoying the content and want to see some more daily uploads, which I'm a little bit surprised myself that I've been able to keep it up for this week and a half or so, and hopefully up until FIFA 15 and on from there. That would be a perfect and ideal world for me, and of course for you guys, because I know you guys do like the content. But here our first opportunity in the game is going to be through Nabry. He's just going to try to finesse that one on the near post of the keeper, but you know, he just didn't get enough power behind it. But they're going to move right back on, trying to play it over the top to Tasaka, but we're going to play it back and go on our own counter attack right here after Carl is able to steal the ball, play it through to Lakic, and this, guys, is the only other highlight in the game. Lakic sees Zoller on the other side, and who else is going to score? It's going to be Zoller. He's been such a great player for us this season, and just such a clutch player for us, and that's really the only highlights in this game. Pretty boring for me to edit, so I didn't throw in too many highlights for you guys, because if it's boring for me to edit, then it's probably boring for you guys to watch. But we do get the win with the 1-0 result, and here's the squad report. And as I go through that, I just want to talk about this Kaiserslautern career mode a little bit. Surprisingly, we are coming to an end, despite the fact we're only on episode 11 here. My Chelsea career mode, I'm like on episode 16 or 17. I've still got a couple episodes left, but I think that's mainly due to the cup ties, and there's not too many cup games in this career mode. So I've got this episode, one more episode, and then an episode after that is probably going to be like a super long episode with 4 games. Maybe a second episode after that if it gets too long, but it's probably going to be a live commentary. Just because I think that'll be entertaining for you guys. But I haven't entirely decided what I'm going to do with this Kaiserslautern career mode after this first season comes to an end. I did ask a couple of episodes ago, and you guys said you'd rather see this one than the Chelsea one, which is understandable because Chelsea's already a top tier team. This is more of a progression kind of career mode. But these videos aren't doing quite as well as the Chelsea ones, which is understandable because there's probably more Chelsea fans watching that one, and this career mode I think consists of people that just like watching a lower rated team progress and sign some players. So I haven't entirely decided what I want to do with this career mode because we are getting close to FIFA 15. Once the web app is released, I might do some high potential players or something like that, or players that I think are going to be good on career mode or ultimate team, just based on the ratings and the age and stuff like that. Just a couple of sneak peeks at FIFA 15. I did release that FIFA 15 news video a couple of episodes today ago from when I uploaded this. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload it, so I uploaded that pretty recently, probably 2 days ago from when I upload this one. But there you can see we go 2-0 down in this match against Energy Cottbus. But ultimately what I'm trying to say, guys, is I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do with this Kaiserslautern career mode. I'll let you guys know when I do decide, and yeah, let's just move on with the episode here, as I think Zoller picks up another goal for himself there, making it 2-1 in the 34th minute, and they were just really being kind of silly. They had a 2-0 lead, and they just kind of tried passing the ball around the back, which Legendary Difficulty tends to do sometimes, but they weren't doing it successfully. They were giving us the ball right back, and there you can see we nearly score another. But here we're moving on to the second half. It's going to be Stipperman. He's going to play it through to Taki, and he's going to try to get through on goal, but failure of a clearance right there. He gets the ball right back, and somehow we managed to not concede right there. It's still 2-1 in the 50th minute, so immediately after, we come back on our own counterattack. Lakic, the man who's usually in the center, is going to send him the cross. It's going to fall to Gus. He's going to play it through to Chambers. Chambers does a couple of fake shots to get through on goal, but it is again saved by the keeper. The header is again saved, and we just couldn't manage to score in this match. But here in the 77th minute, it's going to be that guy. He manages to rise. I think that might have been Ocean. I'm not positive, but if it was, you know, he's actually surprisingly a good player. I haven't given him much play time throughout this season just because of his pace, and, you know, he's a little bit older player, but he's surprisingly really good, and I'm going to give him some more play time, and I think you guys might see him in a couple episodes time in the highlights. But we have one more match in this episode, so hopefully we can pull 3 points in this match against Union Berlin and move up to that second place spot if we haven't already. Let's check out the league standings after our draw. We are still sitting 3 points behind Dusseldorf, but they are a game up, so if we get a win, then I believe we will move to that second place spot, or still third place spot due to goal differential. I'm not sure how we're doing on that. But here's our starting 11. Again, no major changes, but there's their 4-1-2-1-2. And yeah, you know, Union Berlin, they've got some decent players, and it's a very steady formation, nothing crazy. But here, just a bit of a failure on my part. I'm playing it back to the keeper, just got to keep calm, and surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly for some of you guys that have watched this career mode consistently, I make some stupid errors. This was one of them where I just try clearing out, hits the defender, he has a go, it's going to fall right back to Brandy, he's going to have a go, and that is just a silly error on my part. Conceding those ones are the worst. It's the worst because I have to show it to you guys, and when I conceded that one, I was just like, oh crap, I have to show that to YouTube. But oh well, we're going to move right back on with that with Zoller in the second half. Who else is going to play this one through? Unfortunately, it is saved by the keeper initially, but Lakic is going to rise and get on the head on the open goal, and we managed to tie this one 1-1. So not the result we were looking for, but we do pick up the 1 point, which was not too bad. But guys, that's going to bring an end to the episode today. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for future content, and until next time, this has been FlickFi. I'll be talking to y'all again soon.